Is it warm in here, or is it just me? Or is it this headphone? Let's take a look at Dan Clark Audio's flagship open-back planar magnetic headphone, the Ether 2. But first, click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our reviews on the latest and greatest audiophile gear. Introduced in 2018, the Ether 2 replaced the original Ether and TrueFlow headphones from Dan Clark. It's got a warm, musical, clear, lifelike sound that has hooked many fans. What's also really cool about the Ether 2 is its weight, or lack thereof. At a mere 10.2 ounces, it is the lightest full-size planar magnetic headphone on the market, and one of the lightest in its class, period. As mentioned, the Ether 2 is a warm headphone, perhaps the warmest we sell here at Moon Audio. If you don't know exactly what that means, it's a quality that sounds cozy and romantic. On a warm headphone, the bass and vocals are more prominent, and the higher frequencies are more subdued. So as I mentioned, the Ether 2 is super light. I mean, it's light as a feather. And you're probably thinking, well, that's because it's made out of plastic, but you would be wrong. This thing is entirely metal with titanium, aluminum, and carbon fiber. So you've got this Dan Clark's patented nitinol memory metal headband, which keeps its shape really nicely and will bounce back if bent. You've got this sort of webbed head strap, which is designed to keep your head cool because nobody wants a sweaty head during their listening sessions. You got this neat spider web design on the baffles. And, you know, it's a monochromatic look, simple, but cool looking and impactful. And we'll bang it against the headphone stand. And then, okay. It's pretty cool looking. The ear pads are super, super cushy. I love them, super comfortable. Speaking of the pads, a cool thing about the Ether 2 is that it's one headphone with 3 sounds, thanks to Dan Clark's Peelable Ear Pad Design. The original leather pad, which comes standard, is mid-forward and great for vocals and acoustic music. This is what I used in my testing sessions. A perforated leather pad has a more fun sound with a wide soundstage, and a suede pad bumps up the bass, making it great for electronica and rock. You can purchase the pads with the headphone for an extra $100, or you can purchase them separately later on if you choose. Now, the Ether 2 does not require a lot of power to drive. However, we find that the more power you throw at a planar magnetic headphone, the better it will sound. Right here, I've got the Astel & Kern Con Alpha digital audio player. I like this with the Ether 2 because Astel & Kern players tend to have a more analytical sound signature, which is a good counterbalance to the Ether 2's warmth. So for me, it's a nice pairing. When I listen to the Ether 2, it's as if I'm lounging under a soft fleece blanket on a cozy chair in a dimly lit room. I can really lose myself in the sound. The Ether 2 has rich bass, smooth mids, and relaxed highs. Now, I would not say the sound is muffled or hazy, but it does smooth over the rough or sharp edges in your music. That being said, I would still describe the sound as clear and organic, with a good amount of detail. Yes, warmth and detail can coexist. As for the bass, I can definitely hear, feel, and sense it, which adds a fullness to the sound. I do think the bass lines have a more fluid quality to them, but I can still totally discern and enjoy them. Now let's take a look at how the Ether 2 compares to a couple of other warm-sounding planar magnetic headphones. So first we've got the Meze Empyrean, which sells for $29.99. It's actually a planar magnetic hybrid array design. The Empyrean is known for its expansive soundstage. It's got some warmth and lushness to it with deep and tight bass, but its tuning is pretty neutral and versatile. It's also got these unique ovoid shaped ear cups that are really comfortable. The Audeze LCD2, which comes in at just under $1,000, has a warm and musical sound with a meaty low end. At 1.3 pounds, it's more than double the weight of the Ether 2, so that's something to consider. but it's an excellent planar magnetic headphone at a more affordable price point. So among these three headphones, I think the Empyrean and the LCD2 win for aesthetics, while the Ether 2 and the Empyrean tie for comfort. As far as sound, the LCD2 is the most musical sounding, the Empyrean has the most expansive soundstage, and the Ether 2 is the warmest of the bunch and will be the most forgiving with less than perfect tracks. Now, to complement some of the natural warmth of the Ether 2, I paired it with a Silver Dragon premium headphone cable. This silver conductor-based cable will add clarity and top-end sizzle to your music, and will pull out lost middle and high frequencies for added detail. You get a clean, clear, airy sound that has room to breathe. But there are no hard and fast rules when it comes to cable pairings. Head on over to moon-audio.com to learn more. Priced at $21.99, the Ether 2 is an excellent planar magnetic headphone befitting the Dan Clark Audio name. It's a great choice for audiophiles and music enthusiasts who love the warm, smooth, relaxed, lifelike, great bass planar magnetic sound. And here's something neat. We get a lot of calls from people who suffer from tinnitus or ringing in the ears and who want to know about a good headphone option. We always recommend a warm-sounding, open-back headphone, as the sound will be spacious and non-fatiguing, and without harsh treble that can irritate the ears. Score one for the Ether 2. It's a great headphone if you have tinnitus. If you want to learn more about the Ether 2, be sure to check out our written review, which we'll link to below. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching.